Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Yeah, I'm just playing a little bass today. You know, the bass is a cool instrument. It leads the band. It fills everything up and pushes it forward. You know, it's the voice that other things can build on top of, the foundation of a song. Well, you know, come to think of it, we have a similar foundation in finance. It's something anyone can do. The foundation that you can build other ideas on top of, other financial concepts to get more and more advanced. But one of the first things you're going to want to start with is to form a solid budget. Forming a budget is something anyone can do. Whether you're mom, dad, college grad, or granddad, a solid budget is going to get you to a solid start. But before we get too far off base, let's check out my intro. Hi, I'm David Vasquez. Welcome to Finance at a Glance. In this series, we explore useful financial concepts in a fun way. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because in the next few videos, we're going to lay down a financial foundation. Unfortunately, only 2 out of 5 Americans keep a budget, and most people live paycheck to paycheck. So if that feels familiar to you, you're not alone. So we're going to go ahead and drive downtown in my hometown of Victoria, Texas, and explore why a budget can be so powerful and important. Budgets get a bad rap a lot of the time. I mean, they sound like they're putting your money in a jail or putting yourself in a financial straitjacket. The reality is a budget can be totally freeing. I have one pair of clients, a husband and wife, that came to me. They had credit card debt piled up, the mortgage, car loans, and didn't really know what to do to get their financial picture in shape. Well, the first thing we did was get a listing of their expenses and income and make a budget. And you would not believe how much stress that can take off of a person. You know, the debt is not going to disappear overnight. It's going to take time for that to happen. Depending on the amount, it could take years. But knowing that you're heading in that direction, and if you pursue your budget, you're going to accomplish your goals, well, that alone can take off a huge amount of stress. Okay, so now that we've talked about why a budget is vital, let's go ahead and talk about how to form a budget. Let's take my 5 steps to budgeting success. Step 1, have SMART goals. SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Specific. Your goals should be clear and specific to help you increase your motivation and increase your focus to achieving your goals. Measurable. You have to be able to measure your goals so that you can assess your progress, line out your deadlines, and feel the thrill of getting closer to your goals. Achievable. Your goals, they should stretch you, but still remain possible so that you aren't discouraged if you don't achieve them. Relevant. Your goals have to matter to you. Separate them by things that you must do and things that you want to do. Timely. Your goals should be segmented by timeline. Have daily, monthly, yearly, and 3, 5, and 10-year goals. And that takes us to step 2. Gather up all of your income and expenses. Now, unfortunately, not all of your income is yours. Hate to break it to you, but you have to pay some of it to the government in taxes. So take the amount after tax. That's called your take-home pay. Add all of that up, and that's what you're gonna have to work with in your budget for spending. Next, you're gonna gather up all of your expenses that you're currently spending and put them in separate buckets. What I mean by buckets is you're gonna gather like expenses together. You're gonna group all of your food together, groceries, fast food, restaurants, and I find keeping a few broad buckets is more efficient. It's just easier to keep track of and helps you keep a big picture perspective. Budgeting step 3, make a budget, obviously. So this is where I can help you. I love spreadsheets. I'll admit I probably love them too much, but I spent way too much time making a spreadsheet called My Breezy Budget. I have it in the description below. It's in Google Sheets, so anyone can click on it. Feel free to pause this video now, click on My Breezy Budget, and work on your budget with me. You can come back to the video after you've taken a look at it. Now you're gonna have 2 categories of expenses. Fixed expenses that don't change each month, like a mortgage or a cell phone bill, and variable expenses that you have more flexibility with, like an eating out or clothes budget. The variable expense buckets are gonna let you have flexibility to modify them, increasing or decreasing, so that you achieve your goals that you set in step 1. So once you're done budgeting, take the difference between your expenses and your income. That's your savings. I like to have my savings buckets at 15 to 20% of your take-home pay. Budgeting step 4. Know your outflow and your income. This is something that the average American has no clue about, but it is so vital. If you make a budget but don't implement it, well, that doesn't do you any good. You're gonna track your expenses throughout the month and make sure that you're staying on track with your budget. Budgeting step 5, pause. Rewind. Now reflect. This is critical to budgeting, and to me, it's one of the most important steps. You're gonna take a look at what you budgeted at the beginning of the month and what you actually spent. If you were on track, that's great. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you're like most people, and like me, you're probably gonna find ways to improve throughout each month. It's okay if you fall off in your budget. The vital thing is that you get back to it and you adjust. So let's do a recap of the 5 budgeting steps. 1, set up SMART goals. 2, get your income and expenses that you have currently spending and currently coming in. 3, make a budget. You can use My Breezy Budget in the description if you like. Step 4, know your outflow and your income. Know what you have going out and in each month so that you can see if you're staying on track with your budget. Step 5, pause, rewind, and reflect. Take a look at how each month ended up so that you can adjust going forward. Thank you for watching. I hope you got in the groove of a budget today. One thing I really encourage everyone watching to do is, if you don't have a budget, go start one today. Arnold Glasshouse said an idea not coupled with action will never get any larger than the brain cell it occupied. And brain cells are tiny little bitty things. So the point is, if you don't do it today, you're probably gonna forget and just not do it. So just go do it. If you liked it, please like, share, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, and I will see you in the next video. As always, thanks for watching Finance at a Glance.